Tell me what you think, Yorkie. You think it's terrible? Is it horrible? I am late. This, like, Dutch angle every other time. That's what's gonna happen until I finish that Python script. It's a great motivator to finish the Python script. Hello, I am late. But I announced I'd be late. Oh, because I was talking about a podcast here called the Mayfair Watcher Society. Okay. So, excuse me. We're going to talk a little bit about strange scaffold news. All over Discord, people already know. I lost my mind. There's been a teaser for I Am Your Beast 2. Strange Scaffold posted a screenshot of an area that is not in the game. And they've already announced their end of life. So Strange Scaffold does not believe in maintaining games. Like, they don't believe in the forever maintenance cycle. They'll maintain a game for like a year or so, but games get you know, they get done with Strange Scaffold. So they announced that they were done with Creepy Dinosaur. No. But also, yes, they're done with Creepy Dinosaur Redneck Mansion. But they were done with I Am Your Beast earlier this year. And then about a month later, they post a screenshot of a new area that was not in the original game. Yeah, Zem, Strange Scaffold is really dope. They have a lot of really cool policies. They pay everybody up front, like an hourly wage. They, or a flat contract rate, or whatever, you know. But typically hourly, like they have hourly or salary game employees that they pay up front. Their focus is shipping games, not making games. So if a game is longer than 2 years of development, it means they need to simplify it. They do as much in-house as possible. Including, you know, Zalavier took voice acting lessons. He learned how to rap. It goes on. Also, owned by black man, written by black man, run by black man in gaming is one of those things you don't get that often. And he's a fucking nerd. He's a great nerd. So they announced I Am Your Beast 2, and I Am Your Beast is arguably, actually I would say it is Strange Scaffold's most popular game. Dog Airport game's been out long enough that it's been a slow burn, but it click-holding maybe, but I Am Your Beast was a big deal. It made them a lot of money. It basically saved their company for a hot second. I'm very excited for them. When they said they were doing a sequel to, like, Space Warlord, which was also kind of a big game for them, but I was like, no, I Am Your Beast. I Am Your Beast. And so they've announced it. I'm really excited. They've also announced a new game called Truck-kun is supporting me from another world, which, like, the day after I lost my mind about I Am Your Beast 2, someone posted in Oddish's Discord, I think it was Existential Dread, it was like, oh, here's this game, and I was like, that looks like Strange Scaffold. Immediately went to the Steam page. Oh, yep, it's Strange Scaffold. This game is a runner, ostensibly. I actually would call it a Katamari-like, where the idea is in your truck, you're gonna roll up people, and fight them by rolling over them. But its story is steeped in isekai. It looks like it has the vibe of Creepy Dinosaur Redneck Mansion 3, which is also very steeped in anime, I would say. Creepy Dinosaur Redneck Mansion 3 is about a sequel that never happened. Theoretically, there's been these 1 and 2, which don't exist in our world, but exist in theirs. And 3 got canceled, so you're playing 3. Hi, Neuro. So Truck-kun is supporting me from another universe. Looks good. I would say it'll be in my, like, I don't know if it'll be in my top 5 Strange Scaffold, but you have to understand, even my top 5 Strange Scaffold is much, much higher than other games. And I'm very excited. I'm always excited for new work by Strange Scaffold. The thing about Truck-kun I wanted to bring up was that it is composed by the people who did Dredge. Well, the guy, David Mason. So is Creepy Dinosaur Redneck Mansion 3. I feel like tonally, these things are just, one of these things is not like the other. Also, good for you, Strange Scaffold. You can afford the guy who won an award for Dredge. I'm proud of you. How's everybody else? How's everybody doing? Neuro? Megan's being tortured by her cat, who won't be pet. Ingrid will not be pet. Zem, I think you're probably going to work. How are you, Theo? Potato. Megan has a wee kitten. A kitten named Shuri. She is a bobtail. She's very cute. Shuri wants to play. Also very cute. I too want to play. Y'all should tell me about your mornings while we start. Tell me what you think, Yorkie. You think it's terrible? Is it horrible? As I figured out last time, I was in the wrong color space. So, Disco Elysium. Last time on Disco Elysium, I found out that my build is batshit. Apparently having Inland Empire as high as I do is, uncommon. That's right, time to talk to my guy.
All right, we've finished here. Let's quickly debrief and go over what we found, so we don't do it in front of the company rep.
Seems like something police would do. What do you think of all this, Kim?
Honestly, I'm quite worried by what we've seen so far. The evidence seems to point to a rather extensive and well-organized operation. I'm especially intrigued by that radio transmitter, particularly the sheer number of stations it can connect. Looks like this alleged drug trade casts a wide net. I'm not sure what the ELYSIUM frequencies are all about, but they may hold some significance. Perhaps it's a better way to connect between fleets while avoiding frequency bleed, or maybe it's used to tap into RCM networks.
Listening in on your calls between you and your station, a worrying prospect.
What about the movie posters? How do they factor into all of this? It means she's gay!
As elegant as they are, I don't think they are relevant to the drug trade.
Don't be fooled. Desire always plays a role.
A lot of women there, especially for a lady driver's cabin.
Yes, well...
He doesn't say more.
Unimportant.
How do you think this is connected to the Union?
We didn't find anything conclusive linking them to the smuggling operation. But somehow, I doubt that Evrard Claire would be oblivious to something like this happening right under his nose. My suggestion is, we use it against the Union in any way we can, to our own ends. It's a slippery hill, but we just might be able to pin them down, indirectly. down the road.
A slippery eel. Will the RCM open an investigation into this?
We should return to the murder case, see what Joyce tells us about the lynching. When we are done for the day, I call my station and suggest our narcotics department look into it.
Neuro, I asked how you are, and you have not said anything to me. Neuro, how are you?
There are more than enough grounds to start an official investigation, sometime later when we are done here. We do not want to get caught in that.
He stops to think. What are you thinking?
The fact that one hasn't started already gives me pause. An investigation, I mean. Especially if the Madre grouping is involved, and I can't imagine they aren't. It's certainly worrisome.
Megan, aggressive friendship. Corruption?
All the same, I don't like the idea of internal affairs descending on the matter. That won't help anyone either.
Okay, debrief over?
Debrief over. After
He-
you.
He nods. Alright. So, I keep wanting to go to controller, which maybe is fine. Maybe it's fine. Someone's using Terminal B. Right. I'll report back to Joyce. Okay. Let's go talk to Joyce. You know what? Controller? Controller's not bad for this game. What is this?
This is a wall on the side of an apartment building.
Why am I looking at this wall?
You have no clue. It's just a wall.
Fine.
So many walls all over Martinez. Weather-worn, cracked, their paint peeling.
Yep. Understood. Oh, where is this place? Punk.
Are you trying to sneak up on me? Come to slit my throat in my sleep? Pigs come to take me out, trying to snuff me out.
Her voice becomes almost inaudible. Are you sleeping right now?
Don't get fucking clever with me, pig. You think you're so clever.
She hisses. I didn't realize I could get to you. Okay, garden hose won't be. There's a person up there. Chairs and tables eaten by rain and rot. A balcony with a view to the yard and the hanging. Yeah, this guy.
What's that noise down there?
You see a young man on a balcony nursing a cigarette. His eyes have been following you for a while.
Not looking for any trouble, officer.
He says in a quiet voice. Is this Yuri Lowenthal? Despite the cold, his shirt hangs unbuttoned on his frame. Why are you whispering? It sounds like you're already in trouble.
There's no trouble. I'm just speaking in a lowered voice.
He says sotto voice.
I don't want to be seen talking to the
Sottovoce.
gendarmerie if that's okay. I just want to finish my cigarette.
This is not Yuri Lowenthal.
It's the god of cigarettes and youth. Ask him if he's got anything to spare. Don't let him go. This could be your witness. The balcony has a great view of the whole thing.
Actually, the gendarmerie really want to talk to you.
Is it really that important?
He asks you, adjusting his shirt.
Like a nervous cat, he keeps stealing looks at the neighboring windows.
All right, but make it quick. Once I finish this cigarette, I have to run.
Looks like you've got a good view of the Whirling's backyard. Can you tell me anything about the hanging?
I'd even go so far as to say that the view is a little too good, my dear gendarme. Do you have an estimate of when the body will be taken away?
We will remove the body as soon as possible. Now tell us, where were you last Sunday?
Oh.
He waits
You already asked me
lazily.
that, didn't you?
I'm pretty sure I didn't.
No, not you. Some more muscular type.
No, not you. Some more muscular type. What?
And when did you speak to this more muscular gentleman?
The lieutenant takes out his little blue notebook and writes something down.
Last week? I don't know. Look.
He looks around the courtyard again. Old patio chairs and dead house plants litter the scene.
You didn't answer the question. What were you doing last Sunday?
I had a friend over.
What kind of friend?
It was my Sunday friend.
It was a client! Why won't I just leave him alone?
A Sunday friend. How intriguing. Makes sense. Friends are nice on Sunday. You don't have to work. You can just spend time with pals, watching rugby and drinking beer.
Authority, you're very naive. What's your friend's real name? Did he see something?
He doesn't reply, gesturing no with his cigarette. Under the dull and darkening sky, the neighboring windows stand silent.
Right, spend time with pals.
Someone hides behind a curtain. Those windows have eyes, and those eyes are watching, spying on you three.
Can you tell me your name?
My name? My name is Martin Martinez.
Oh, bullshit. I like thinking that you and your partner are freelancers. We kind of are, actually, them. We're part of the RCM, the Revachol Community Militia. And in this area, we are not in charge.
Martin Martinez? Good local name. Let's go with that.
Yeah, it's full of bullshit. That is not a real local name.
No. We won't.
He takes one last drag of his cigarette before stubbing it out on the balcony.
Now
Well, if you'll
displaying a
excuse me,
message
I
for
really need to get
YouTube.
going.
Thanks, Trixie. Yeah. We're gonna try and convince him to stay.
This isn't the place or time for questions. Who knows who might be watching from the distance, hidden behind the curtains?
Hey, listen. I'm just trying to make things okay again. Can we meet again somewhere else?
For a moment, the man on the balcony seems almost vulnerable. Something moves in the depths of his feline eyes, compassion, and a hint of understanding.
I am sorry, but I really don't have the information you're looking for.
His voice is soft and deliberate. With a flick of his wrist, he sends the cigarette butt sailing over the rail.
But, hold on, what's that? For a split second, his hand lingers, as though gesturing towards a stone placed right next to the front door. It's a sign.
Good luck with the investigation.
He walks away. Oh. Wow. I really am a detective. I don't, like, as a human, I would not have noticed that. Okay.
He's gone.
We should run after him, see where he went.
No point in running. Tenements like these often have multiple exits. If he doesn't want to talk to us, then he'll know how to hide himself.
So we just give up?
He could be a witness. Him or his Sunday friend. Either way, we need to look into that muscular type who's asking about our case.
For real? Who's asking about our case?
He did leave us a sign. Did you see that? He wanted to draw our attention to that stone right over there.
The lieutenant nods towards a small rock on a soggy patch of grass.
If we find a way inside the building, we can ask around for his apartment.
Great, let's do that. That one.
A stone, like any other, lying in a whirl of sleet and mud. Maybe there's something under it.
Turn it over.
There's a key beneath it.
Yeah!
From the dirt.
This must be for the front door. Pity doesn't have the apartment number on it. This building has many apartments, and the man can be in any of them.
How are we gonna find the right one?
We'll just have to go in and see.
Okay. We're on a journey. Ah, new map. Eviction notices and missing pets are plastered on top of each other. This box is filled with cleaning chemicals. Smells of laundry detergent. An old shoe rack, boots, sneakers, and old slippers. Hmm. A loud rumbling snore comes from within. Alright. Someone's drawn a 5-pointed star on the wall.
This door has been closed with a padlock. A chalk-drawn number on the board says number 11.
Examine the
It's a
padlock.
solid lump of metal, but the shackle is deeply corroded. A solid pair of chain cutters would make short work of it.
Alright.
Better whip out those cutters. You won't get very far otherwise.
Sometimes this game's like... By the way, you're sucking by not preparing yourself. And I'm
This
like,
door
shut
has
up.
been closed with a padlock. The chalk drawn. What are you doing? You're trying to cut the body of the lock with the chain cutters, and it's really not working.
The body of the lock? Why am I so dumb? Morale critical.
I believe it's the shackle you mean to cut, Detective.
The lieutenant points to the corroded loop with a glove
He's
finger.
just trying to help. Don't take it bad. Relax.
These chain cutters are broken, Kim.
Perhaps you should give it another go.
The shackle
I'm not
snaps
dead.
like a twig, and the lock falls to the floor with a little thud. It should be possible to enter now.
After
Alright.
you, Detective.
Flamboyant poster of a white star. Real lithography. Ooh, cool. Photos of revolutionaries posing with guns. Books of critical theory on the monstrosities and of capital and such. Revolutionaries love to pose with their guns. Terrorism lounge jacket. Oh, cool. Classy! You can take the gloves off. Okay.
You hear someone walking around inside, rearranging the furniture. The number on the panel says 10.
Knock.
The walking stops abruptly, but no one comes to the door. You can feel tension on the other side.
Knock
A
again.
poor communard, from the looks of it. The room is barely bigger than a closet.
This is the police. Open up.
Do I have to open the door?
You hear the clacking of heels again as the other side walks right up to the door. Her tone is now getting a defensive edge.
Do you have a warrant? I'm not obligated to open the door if you don't have a warrant.
Let's go. We don't have a reason to get inside that apartment.
Yeah. I'm not even gonna say bye. Bye. It's locked. Bye. Apartment 8, their mailbox is overflowing. I can't search their mail. I guess that's illegal. Rita says a firing squad for the rich.
Give me a moment.
An elderly woman is leaning on her broom, her knuckles white as bone. She seems to be having difficulty breathing.
The cold never does any good for my bronchitis.
She sneezes into a dirty handkerchief. You alright? Should I call a doctor?
I'm fine. Fine. Don't you worry about me.
She starts coughing, red spots appearing on her cheeks. I should call a doctor.
You're still worried. It's very worrying.
It is very worrying.
Now, what do you want from me, policeman?
I have a few questions about those apartments.
Ask away, policeman.
Who lives in apartment number 10?
No one lives there. It's been empty for months.
But I talked to someone through the door.
Impossible. I would know if someone had moved in there.
She pauses, eyeing the hallway.
Maybe it's those countercultural people again. Breaking into a house like it's a public space. You're a policeman. Be good and take a look, will you?
Sure, I'll go see what I can find.
Great. Young people. They're worse than rats. You know,
Young people are
always
worse than rats.
littering the hallways with trinkets and empty beer cans.
Is one of the residents on a vacation?
People come and go. I don't keep an eye on everyone.
You just said you know everybody who moves in and out. Who lives behind the padlocked door?
Oh, that one is a scientist, a future scholar.
Suddenly, the old lady's face is beaming.
I think he studies astrology at the community college. Education's good. I always tell them to study.
I think she means astronomy.
Something to do with all those stars around his door. He asked me to leave his drawings up on the wall.
Are you sure you don't mean astronomy?
That's what I said. Astrology.
The lieutenant shakes his head, as though to say, let it go. Come on, people. Try to keep up any standards here. It's not about stars. It's... forget it.
Cindy. Oh, Cindy Skull. What can you tell me about Cindy?
The artiste? Nothing I can do about her, I'm afraid. She ruins the walls faster than I can clean them. Still,
She leans on her broom.
she leaves an old lady to her business. More than I can say for others.
That's all.
She
Thanks.
mumbles some kind of a response, then hacks something into her handkerchief.
Let me see.
Ask away, policeman.
She
Okay.
mumbles some kind of a response.
Who are you?
I'm no one. Just an old woman who cleans these hallways.
Do you live here?
If you can call it living.
She spits on the floor.
I have a little room upstairs right next to the coal room.
She wipes it off with a broom.
It's barely bigger than a closet. But I don't complain, no. I have my bed and my aching bones to keep me company. And that's all I need from this world.
She juts out her chin, eyes shining.
And all she gets, too. The coastal wind beats down hard on the coal room door outside. Splashes of waves make the balcony slippery.
I'm looking for Martin Martinez.
Oh, you'll find plenty of Martins here. Don't you worry.
She smiles a gap-toothed smile when she hears you mention the name. What do you mean?
Pea-brain. Someone played a trick on you. Martin Martinez is a name for anyone who comes from Martinez, like Tim Jambrock or Raoul Ravachol.
I knew!
Oops, you really didn't get the joke there.
I thought it was obvious. Anyway, officer, we don't have the witness's name.
He stops before he offends you. How about a young male in his mid-20s, dark hair, skinny build, a smoker on the balcony? Know where he lives?
Yes, I know who you mean. The scrawny boy who's always smoking like the devil, right?
She looks at the other end of the hallway.
Somewhere in the building, a child starts crying. You hear a radio tuned to a talk show and someone taking a shower.
What's he in trouble for?
No trouble. Just want to talk to him. Do you know where he lives?
Talk?
The cleaning lady starts laughing, but it turns into a violent coughing spasm. She squeezes her broom, trying to catch her breath.
He lives upstairs in room 28. Go to the balcony. It's one of those doors there. He's usually home in the evening.
Thank you. We should go check out his apartment on the balcony. See if he's home.
Thanks. I'm off. Okay. This guy is definitely courtesan, as I suspected. Hi, Misroy.
A shift in temperature. The air chills around you. Dust settles on the stony floor.
Rub your sides for warmth.
A former architect stands before a slice of window, a room plan in her hand. A cold wave has made the air in the building stand still and frozen, with temperatures falling down to -20 degrees Celsius.
Her face
Is red from the cold. She's breathing on her fingers, clasping the plan. Traces of sadness are visible in her expression.
the plan.
Faint pencil lines on paper depict the same place, but a missing eastern wall connects the room with the neighboring apartment. Ideas for arranging the furniture have been jotted down.
Look around yourself.
It's clean and empty, with new tapestry embellishing the walls. A standard HB graphite pencil has fallen off a three-legged stool in the middle of the room.
Shiver. Someone has torn down the wall. Well, all right. An old grocery list on the table. And checks. Well, I'm broke enough. Should I take them? Aha. Okay. Let's see. What is this? A note reads, foreclosed by Martine Realty Associates. That's the balcony. Okay. So I think we have to go out to the balcony to go upstairs. Because that's just another exit. How you doing today, Misrai? How is the Saturday? It's a Saturday. Oh look, it's Cindy the fucking Skull. Okay, number 28. But there's also this door up here. What are you? Okay, it's locked. Whatever. I'll get in there eventually. This Sunday feels just like a Saturday to me. You know what, Misrai? You know what? Your butt. Okay. This is her little coal room. Someone's been sleeping here recently. Yes, we know. Enough coal. Oh, this is not her room. This is like someone camping in the coal room. I'm trying to get the La Mulana randomizer to work. Probably going to stream that tonight for my actual stream anniversary. Ooh. It's Ferris' 30th birthday party tonight, so I'm gonna be bowling. And while I hide from the billions of people there, I'll probably sneak in. Oh. That's not upstairs at all! We're still downstairs. Okay. So that goes to the coal room. Yeah, her birthday was Thursday. Last year she wanted to do bowling. Money! Above, tarps flap in the wind, forgot hammer's nail rest. She told me that it's upstairs. Oh, do I have to go across that? No, that's not a pathway. Okay, well, this is a nonsense direction. Let's try this way. Right. Not the way I need to go. Oh,
Give me a moment. Ask away, policeman.
why is there a hole in the wall in the abandoned apartment?
Some lunatic lost his mind. All kinds of morons pass through these halls.
With how small these rooms are, wouldn't you want to break the wall down?
I've lived in a room this small. I did want to break the wall down. Do you know who lived in the foreclosed apartment?
The hell am I supposed to know? Another nut job, I assume.
The cleaning lady shrugs, her mouth puckered like a dried fig.
She really doesn't like those nut jobs. Bad blood there. She mumbles some kind of a response. Then,
I know. It's bad.
and all she
Okay.
gets, too.
You're not gonna tell. I can't see that dialogue again. Son of a bitch. Okay, here's another balcony. Let's try this one. Oh, okay, this is the balcony he was standing on. A maroon glow of light pollution rises from the east. You hear distant traffic. Night is falling on the city. The breaker box is full of cigarette butts and electric wires. I really should have asked him for one. I'm gonna get nailed by for that later. Just a door. Nothing for you here right now. What's on the docket for you today, Misra, other than La Mulana? Someone's growing rosemary, thyme, and a cactus. This is the door to apartment 29.
This door is made of metal and appears to be reinforced. Someone here really values their security. Number 28. This is where the cleaning lady said the smoker on the balcony lives.
Reaction speed.
Let's see if anyone's home. Knock on the door.
No one answers.
Looks like the young man we are looking for isn't home. I think our best chance to catch him is in the evening.
He looks around, taking in the cold spring air.
We should return tomorrow after we have finished with our day's work. How about 9 p.m.? Sound good?
I literally watched him go into the... Sounds good. Tomorrow, 9 o'clock.
Tomorrow, 9 p.m., right here. Apartment number 28. Good, let's go.
Parsley, sage, rosemary, and spines.
Turns out it's quite tricky finding someone in a big apartment building. Don't worry, you'll get him.
Complete silence. Yeah, we know. Remember me to the skull of my fair lady, lost to time and the dark. Voices sing from within, singing along to some buoyant dance track. Cute. Can I get over there? No. Okay. Autosave? I got an autosave. Ooh. Something has occurred. Physique. Do I have a point? No, I don't have a point. Yeah. Smoker on the balcony. Investigate apartment 10 for the cleaning lady. End of day debrief with Kim. Yeah. Do. Okay. Apartment number 10.
You hear someone walking around inside, rearranging the furniture. The number on the panel says 10.
Nothing much. Might meet with a friend from out of town later. Oh, that's nice. This apartment is supposed to be empty. Did you break in here?
Excuse me? Of course not.
Down. Yorkie actually responded to that. That's amazing.
Scare them. Suspected of some big crime. There's no sweet talking your way in there. Be official.
I don't need a warrant if I suspect there's been a break-in.
Oh, come on.
There's a pause before you hear the door being unlocked.
That was smart.
The lieutenant says, nodding toward the unlocked door. Sometimes my one brain cell works in this game.
Satisfied? My name is Marielle Charpentier, and I'm an agent with Martinez Realty Associates. I am not breaking in, as I have every right to be here. The keys, see?
Jiggles a set of keys in her hands. Look at her teeth. Those are teeth. This woman was a rabbit in her last life.
Her voice is really cheerful, despite her obviously hating you.
Do you want to see my ID as well? You can't legally ask for it, but why not? Want to see my residence permit too?
She fumbles through her purse, fishing out a light, paper-clad passport. Sure.
It feels flimsy in hand, with the words Revachol Zone of Control written under a nondescript municipal logo. There's a picture of her with shorter hair inside, along with all her personal details.
Sam, brain cells are overrated. It is true. Nice haircut.
Thank you. Do you have any questions? I need to be back in Midtown in an hour.
Who lived in the foreclosed apartment down the hallway?
Oh, that's another huge mess. The former tenant owes us 3 months of rent. 3. We closed the apartment and planned on auctioning off the valuables, but... And again, I have no idea how stupid mistakes like this can even happen. But Ron, when he came to close the door, didn't close the neighboring door. And there's a hole in the wall.
She sounds like AI to me. She just doesn't sound real.
So preppy. She's probably on some low-grade performance enhancers, like Preptide or Pericanine.
Oh, okay, that makes sense.
A hole in the wall. Can you believe it? And then the tenant ran off with his stuff. He's gone. The money's gone. Just like that.
She spreads her hands. She snaps her fingers.
Oh, it irks her. The incompetence.
So wait, what happened with the wall?
Don't ask me what happened with the wall. I have no idea how we're going to find the time or resources to fix it. Both apartments are now unrentable. Both.
She's still shaking her head, manicured hands now crossed over the chest. You sure? Wow, that was easy, right? What are you doing here?
I need to get it ready for the next lease, but as you can see, the previous tenant completely trashed the place.
I fuck shit up too. Reprehensible. Who lived here?
It was some kind of a moribund old man who used to be a business owner. You'd think they'd make rent.
She stops, hesitating.
A sudden serious look crosses her face. This story didn't have a happy ending.
But that was months ago. Anyway, was there anything you wanted, or is that it? I'm in a hurry.
Misra, I was about to say, wow, moribund vocabulary drop. That's all. Thank you.
Of course.
Yeah, enjoy your performance enhancers, my friend. Shoes! Looks like a fine mattress. A blister pack of medicine peeks out the box. You should take it! Yes, I should! Yeah, someone's getting excellent use of their word of the day calendar. Okay, so, I have new shoes. +1 to indirect modes of taxation. Indirect modes of taxation. Alright, what is this? Conceptualization -1 suggestion. +1 conceptualization. +1 esprit de corps. Right now, conceptualization's more important. Conceptualization is more important. Are there any benefits to any of these tools? No. Yellow garden gloves. +1 interfacing. Well, we should get those. We should have those skills. Okay. Did the thing. Time to go report to the lady.
The luxury of fine things. Just look at those black monk straps. After spending an entire day hustling, who's to say that you didn't deserve a pair of ridiculously expensive shoes on your tired feet.
You're right. Beautiful things do make people happy.
Beautiful things give you a rush. It's power. Crafting your style, draping your flesh in silk and leather, deciding how to present yourself to the world.
Yeah, yeah, Spirit Airlines, because the government refused to bail them out, which is like... I mean... It's so hard for me to say how I feel right now. I feel a complex mix of anti-capitalist rage and neutral. Spirit sucked anyway.
Remember, when they come to take it away from you, you worked for those shoes. Whether you like it or not, wearing these shoes has made you more liberal. Ultra-liberal.
What?
Give me a moment.
I didn't find any counterculture people in apartment number 10. It was just a real estate agent setting up the room for new tenants.
I see. I hope some good people are finally going to move in. This place needs them.
I don't have any options I like. Let's see. Highly technological wizards. No one is coming. There will be nothing but squalor unless we start killing real estate agents. Lax women and sexual deviants. That's who will come. Sure, everything will be fine. This apartment building needs slow change. Imperceptibly slow. Honestly, it's true. No one is coming. There will be nothing but squalor unless we start killing real estate agents.
We won't be killing anyone. And you shouldn't say things like that. You're a police officer. There's been enough killing. I've seen it.
She coughs. Yeah, aka fuck landlords.
She's seen it and known those who have been killed.
Thanks. I'm off. Okay. So we can actually get to Joyce fairly easy from here. And we can tell her that we did her stupid thing. We did her stupid thing. We found lorry drivers, god damn it. Shadows on the water, green plants under the calm surface.
You're back. Good. What can I help you with?
I spoke with the lorrymen at the roundabout.
Yes, my eyes on the harbour have sent word to that effect. What have you discovered?
Where exactly are those eyes located?
It doesn't really matter, and I do apologise for the surveillance. Wild Pines can't afford to be blind at a time like this.
Joyce, I don't trust you at all.
In any case, it's a relief to know someone has looked into it. If I may ask, will there be an official investigation? I assume you discovered there is an operation.
Lilith, me, sometimes what you're holding on to is what you should let go. Friend, nice quote. However, don't drop the rope. I'm still climbing.
The lieutenant is about to interject. Cut him off. This decision should be yours.
Nah, let the lieutenant handle it.
If there is an investigation, it will be part of an ongoing operation, subject to confidentiality. I am sure you understand.
Of course, detectives. In any case, you've held up your end of our arrangement. I trust you with the rest. Now it's my turn. I wouldn't normally break protocol like this, but the situation demands it. If you don't solve this murder, I'm afraid we may have a bloodbath on our hands.
The words bloodbath sound cold in her mouth. They taste of iron and strawberries.
And was that about? A bloodbath?
Yes. I'm afraid this strike may descend into a small-scale civil war, with possible consequences for all of Rivershoal West.
Since you are sharing, ma'am, this is also the RCM's worst-case scenario.
Then we're on the same page, as grim as it may be.
How are the lynching and the strike connected, ma'am?
I have an indirect role to play, I'm sad to say. My employer experienced a momentary lapse of faith in me. In that moment, they elected to deploy a private military contractor as an insurance measure. They called it my security detail.
A momentary lapse of faith.
They were dispatched after I relayed the union's initial offer.
Every worker...
A member of the board. I tried to convince my employer it was simply a piece of rhetoric or a joke. They did not appreciate the humor.
Do you need a security detail?
Absolutely not. These mercenaries are muscle, pure and simple. They are meant to intimidate the Union into surrendering.
Who are they, exactly?
Crenell, an Oranese military company. As far as I know, 3 arrived in Martinez. They report to me sporadically.
Now
but
displaying a
they do
message
not
for
answer to me.
YouTube.
Thanks, Trixie.
To be frank, our relationship is deteriorating. They wear ceramic armor, have semi-automatic weapons, and years of combat experience. They also have trauma and stressor disorder, and no idea how to conduct themselves in an urban civilian environment.
Ooh, that's a good choice. Trauma and stressor disorder. They were like, let's date this. That's PTSD right there.
So, what happened?
The story is, one of them, the colonel, I don't know his real name, sexually assaulted a local woman while he was drunk and separated from his unit. This allowed some of the more militant Union members to subdue him. He was taken out behind the whirling in rags and lynched last Sunday night.
What then?
Nothing. Mr. Clare refuses to let me into the harbor. I have not been able to discuss this matter with anyone there. The remaining 2 Crenell contractors carry out their orders, for now.
For now?
It's a smokescreen. In secret, they are conducting an independent military tribunal into the lynching. Once this investigation is concluded, executions will follow.
Well, that's no good. So what you're saying is, these 2 dudes who are bros with a rapist are conducting a judgment into his lynching so that they can lynch the lynchers. 2 lynchings don't make a lynch.
What is the nature of this so-called investigation?
Whether to execute one, some, or all of the Union militants.
It'll be all of them. The decision is already made.
I have to say, this is not disco. I can't. This is not disco.
It is very far from disco. My only hope is that you provide a single, concrete suspect before the mercenaries indiscriminately pick theirs. Simply put,
She grabs hold of the mainsail.
if you don't pin this on someone good and do it fast, they will identify and execute everyone present at the lynching. This in turn will force the Union to respond.
They would have to project strength and power.
The Debardeurs have over 2,000 men. It will be 1,000 to 1.
Have you ever seen a hornet invade a beehive, Lieutenant? It's not pretty.
I'm gonna redeem a plant fact. Hold on.
Plant X, drinking its fastest. My dog country sings and square and Kaima. Roots, leaves, flowers and things. Time for plant facts.
So I did that because we've got lots and lots of interesting stuff to talk about when you start bringing up hornets and oh lord, of course Failed miserably. Okay. When you start bringing up hornets and, bees. So, first let's talk about... First let's, like, look and see what this looks like. Because first off, hornets versus bees is metal as shit. So, time for some metal ass shit. Yeah. Yeah, look at that shit. Yeah. Do you see them literally just on there? Look at that. Yes. Yeah, so this is the part that is amazing right here. If you look, watch this. Look at them on their back legs, literally just shoving this motherfucker off the pot. And they're just like, no, motherfucker. Fucking no. So yeah, they cook the hornet to death with their own body heat. I knew that statement would bring out B. Hildy. Yeah, they cook the... So, this is a common defense mechanism for eusocial insects. However, bees have the most wild version of it. So, bees have in their biology... So eusocial insects, right? They have pheromones that instruct them to do things, which means that somewhere they have a genetic code that when they smell a certain thing, they do a certain thing. Well, one of the things that they do is they maintain temperature of the hive by vibrating their bodies. When it's cold, they vibrate a lot in big groups around the queen. And when it's warm, they actually vibrate in such a way that they just sort of wave the air around, and it creates natural airflow, or like a swamp cooler inside the hive. And then this particular murder mechanism developed not that long ago, at least from what we can see. And you know, humans have been raising bees longer than we've been raising dogs. Let's just put it that way. Dogs are domesticated after ancient Egypt. Well, guess what ancient Egypt had? Bees. So, in the last 200 years or so, I think it was maybe only 100 years ago, that we first see hornets really in the same area as bees, commonly. And we start seeing them invade actual apiaries. And it took a minute for us to even catch the bees defending themselves. All we knew was the hornets were not winning sometimes. Sometimes they do win. Like, imagine if they come with 10 hornets instead of 5, right? Those bees are done. However, typically, the bees get the scout before the signal goes out. Bees know how to smell which hornet is the scout, so they are able to pick out, you are the danger bug, and kill it right away. So this brings up a question that I get a lot, which is, what is the difference between a hornet, a bee, a yellow jacket, and a wasp? The truth is, biologically, not much at all. I'm a little anxious to see what this says. But yeah, all hornets are subsets of wasps. So essentially, everything is a subset of wasps, except for bees. Bees are Apis. They're their own genus. But Vespula is the genus for yellow jackets, hornets, and wasps. So they're all the same. And turns out bees have been using this on yellow jackets for a really long time and on wasps for a really long time. So hornets were just a bigger version. Yeah. They're all jerks. Yellow jackets, you know I'm fond of Vespula vespidae, or the common wasp, or the yellow jacket. I'm very fond of them. They're actually better pollinators than bees. They pollinize 1,000 times more efficiently. And pollinate, not pollinize. That is because adult Vespula vespidae. So when I say Vespula vespidae, I am specifically referring to the common wasp, which is actually a yellow jacket. We call that a yellow jacket. So Vespula vespidae, Vespula pennsylvanica, and Vespula europaea are all yellow jackets, but they are, in fact, base wasp. Wasp 0. The beta launch of a wasp. And they are not carnivores as adults. They are, in fact, pure nectar eaters. So, wasps are pollinizers, bees are colonizers. Have fun at work, Zim. So wasps only hunt for their wee ones. They don't actually actively seek out food that is not nectar for anything else. That's why wasps are attracted to like the smell of alcohol or beer, is because it smells sugary. So if you don't want to get stung by bees or hornets or wasps, don't drink beer in the heat near them. But regardless, wasps are only out in the universe to like feed their young. They're not really there to fuck things up. At least yellow jackets are. Other wasps, like the paper wasp, are out to fuck shit up and watch it burn. So are hornets. In fact, one could argue that the difference between a yellow jacket, a wasp, and a hornet is whether it actually eats meat. Yellow jackets can be called omnivorous because of their meat-eating youths, but in reality, they operate on a vegan timeline when they're adults. Whereas every other wasp and hornets are much more bloody in their diets. Yellow jackets, because of this, are often the ones who are going in and out of flowers that are sick of bees. So Asteraceae in particular has made their nectar mildly toxic to Apis mellifera because they don't want to be over harvested. So Apis mellifera gets sick if it pollinates everything in Asteraceae, basically. Well, not everything, but the majority. It's really only the Bombus something, basically the bumblebee, that is specialized for a lot of Asteraceae's plants and yellow jackets. Yellow jackets are the ones that people think are bees sleeping in their squash blossoms, and yellow jackets are the ones that people think are bees hunting out like all of your chasing out your like earwigs who would eat the leaves and such, because wasps are aggressive. just are. However, I can tell you from the reason I ended up getting into botany was actually because of entomology, and it was actually because of wasps. My garden was being pollinated almost entirely by wasps, and I was like, what? That doesn't make sense. And then and then I had a hypothesis that wasps must not be completely carnivorous, or there must be a reason they're visiting the flowers, and that they also must have some sort of relationship that would allow this to be advantageous. And a research institution in Britain then came out with a paper, the very first paper about wasp pollination, about 6 months later. And I said, maybe I should pursue this. I thought they were bees for a long time until I realized they weren't. So I get called the wasp whisperer sometimes because I can walk into a sea of yellow jackets. I just learned how to be around them. I used to have to shake them out of my squash blossoms and be like, hey guy, I know you're sleeping, but I want to eat this. And then he'd be like, oh, I was tired, and he'd go away. Okay, back to the game.
These men work in tandem using semi and fully automatic firearms. Their armor is virtually impenetrable to muzzle-loaded weapons, even yours. Most Union workers don't have guns at all. As I said, a bloodbath.
Isn't this a pretty bleak scenario you're describing?
Many bleak scenarios have already come true. Nameless, badgeless detective of the Citizens Militia.
Excuse me. That's Mr. Nameless, Badgeless Detective of the Citizens Militia to you.
All we can do is keep the rest from going the same way. One single concrete suspect delivered into civil court, and I may be able to defuse this situation.
What can you tell me about Cornell?
Not much. Their public resume is relatively good, as far as private military contractors go. I believe they were once called Downwell.
Ooh. Blackwell, but Downwell.
Down a deep black well.
They were like, just in case you didn't get it. Blackwell, this is a reference to Blackwell.
They boast a long list of clients. Saint-Baptiste, Welchman-Lorenz, Eintracht. A warning sign, however. The operations concerned all take place in third or fourth world countries. Guarding facilities, escort missions and such.
Yes. For those of you who aren't aware of Blackwell, that was a huge contractor that the Bush administration used in the beginning of the Afghanistan war, up until the beginning of the Obama administration, when Blackwell was found to be super, super corrupt. Blackwell helped run human trafficking across the border of Kurds in Afghanistan. So, it's around the right time for them to be taking a dig at Blackwell when this game is made.
Meaning they're used to operating in war zones.
Yes. All the good conflict corridors, Supramundi, Yesut, the Seminese Islands, countries that don't have a good record reporting atrocious military conduct on their soil.
Exactly. That's how Blackwell got away with it for a very long time. Trump also re-employed Blackwell later on, but Blackwell really enriched, in particular, Rush Limbaugh's pockets. That motherfucker. Okay. Anything else you got on them?
Sadly, no. Before this happened, I had little interest in them. Now that I do, I don't have the resources.
She thinks. I think they're saying that she's thinking.
If you still have access to the ICP's database, You could run a better background check than I ever could. It may take some time, though.
Do you know a lot about the inner workings of the RCM and the ICP, ma'am?
In my line of work, it pays to do your research. I was prepared to deal with the RCM. I did not think I'd be dealing with a group like Crenell.
Misroy, wait, we're accessing the database for the insane clown posse. Magnets! Of course. It's time to figure out how they work. Could you contact the company, tell them to call them
I have,
off?
and they will. However, these orders take time to reach what is basically a rogue unit out in the field here. Until they do, it's all on us.
I mean, I guess Crenell is wearing ceramic armor. So, you like stick the magnet on and you realize there's metal underneath. it's how you can figure out who's not actually Crenell. Pink, pink. You said the deceased assaulted a woman.
Or he didn't. This is information passed on to me from some teenagers loitering around the canal. I cannot testify by it.
Who did the passing on then?
The remaining contractors. Their tribunal. It's what they believe.
What did these teenagers by the canal say?
That the man was killed because he assaulted a local woman. I've asked around a bit. This seems to be the accepted story around Martinez.
The lieutenant consults his notebook, his eyebrows knitted in concentration.
Odd. We haven't heard any reports about an assault in connection with the lynching. Where did it take place? And when?
Last Sunday night, at the Whirling in Rags, the hostel by the gates. Supposedly, the colonel was drunk. Maybe on narcotics, too.
Misroy, during Trump's first campaign, he held a rally somewhere at the same place that the ICP were playing. MAGAs and juggalos in the same place at the same time, and the only thing they have in common is that neither of them know how magnets work. Oh, it's so good and so sad. I actually remember that. I remember, so I've mentioned before that I spent my young adulthood up until 25 in Colorado. Well, Colorado is a really weird music place, right? Home of the Fray and 303, which was my area code growing up, but also the home away from home of Devotchka and Dave Matthews Band and ICP. ICP came there at least twice a year. There were hatchet people everywhere. And so I remember distinctly feeling personally attacked. Like, I have to be aware of this past of mine, these people I knew. But also, I need to say that ICP started really horribly and was very white supremacist. And then they figured it out, apologized, and now juggalos are kind of an okay place to be if you gotta pick a place. They're not the worst. Not the worst by far. Vastly would prefer a group of juggalos over a MAGA hat group, I tell you what.
Either way, he's alleged to have sexually assaulted a woman. Sometime later, a group of dock workers got their hands on him.
And who is this woman?
That's a good question, officer. I don't have the slightest idea. As I said, it's a rumor about a rumor. In any case, it's what the colonel's remaining colleagues believe.
You meet her soon enough, you feel.
This colonel, the one who was hanged, did you know him?
If you mean did I see him alive, yes. But I did not know him.
His name was?
Lely. His service name, a nom de guerre, most likely. He wouldn't divulge his full name. Only one of them did. A bad sign if there ever was one.
See, this is the character that I would think would use moribund. not our high friend in the tenement. That's Lely. Anything else? Nationality? How old would you say he was?
He was 40. Or 50. It's hard to say which. He had a combat injury on his lower jaw. It made it difficult to estimate his age, or gauge his facial expressions.
What else? Nationality? Accent?
He was, Occidental, I think. Light brown hair, a mixed accent, Oranese. Or Messinian, maybe. His injury gave him an accent all his own. In a way, it was humanizing. He had to learn to speak through it. Through the injury. That's all I know, I guess. I only met him once.
Where are the remaining 2 mercs?
They've gone to ground, as it were. I don't recommend seeking them out. For one, they're almost certainly armed to the teeth.
She puts her foot on the guard wire for balance. Damn, looking like Margaret Thatcher. I really didn't even think of that. She's super, like take 30 pounds off Margaret Thatcher and you have Joyce Messier.
They don't have the same respect for the Revachol citizens' militia as I do. To put it bluntly, they think you're vigilantes. Ghetto savages. It will not be a fruitful meeting.
She speaks like her, too. Like, she uses words like Occidental or ghetto savages, but she tries to use them in a way that's, like, respectful. She has better cheekbones than Thatcher.
Vigilantes. You're a professional officer of the only legitimate authority in Revachol.
You know, we still need to know where they are.
You're likely to run into them eventually. When that happens, I'll be in a better position to mediate if I don't appear involved.
It's a red check. I have points. Oh, wait. Revert. I didn't realize Inland Empire was selected. We actually were talking about... I gave myself some drama, and I was about to give myself some logic regardless. So... that's good.
This is so embarrassing. You have no idea. There's something wrong with your brain. Luckily, the lieutenant still has his.
Yeah, very a credit to your race verbiage, yeah. Oof. Mistra, have you played this game before?
Ma'am, with all due respect, I've been around Martinez, and there's a giant hulk of a man in ill-fitting clothes at the harbor gates. Mr. Right to Work. His heart really isn't in it.
Not a terribly good actor, that one. Still.
And the other must be in one of the 4-story buildings overlooking the roundabout. He or she was reporting back to you while we were canvassing the lorry drivers.
Yeah, honestly, I don't think you'll know much. I'm... I would say there's no way that you can be spoiled until I'm, like, at the end of this game. But there is actually... there's a theme of racial supremacy or the lack thereof. Characters are constantly commenting on Kim. And they're also suggesting certain... ideologies should be considered current, like the whole calculations on a skull phrenology.
That would afford a good vantage point. Still, I hope you heed my advice. There's no need to kick the hornet's nest.
Okay, actually, if you don't get rid of hornets, they kill things, so... how much time do we have?
Until the executions start? Truthfully, I don't know. It depends on their progress identifying the members of the lynch mob and their impatience.
Well, I'm glad that you are hanging out. This game's really interesting, so a lot of people come and lurk, and then I'm like, but I want to talk to people about the really interesting game. Draws on cigarette slowly. Activate the Hildy. Hornets, murder hornets. They are a thing. Korean murder hornets are in the States, and if you see their nest, you must kick it, because if you do not kill these actually, you should light it on fire. In truth, you should burn it. And that's not even an exaggeration. That's the advice that they have. Burn it. You should burn it to the ground. Because Korean murder hornets can murder you, cows, anything. And frankly, murdering us is easier than murdering a cow. You should be afraid that it can murder a cow.
They don't report their progress to you?
Not on this matter. I'm afraid they consider this a personal initiative.
There's a brief silence. Seagulls squawk over the bay. Mister, you gotta love it when zoologists are like, no, kill this thing with fire. Right? Right? I will say, they also say kill yellow jackets with fire. Don't do that. If you're allergic, I'm actually allergic to wasps, believe it or not. And I still am like, I love you. But I'm not that heavily allergic to them. I just get fucked up more than your average person with a wasp sting. It's kind of like, I'm actually more allergic to mosquitoes than I am to wasps. But they say you should burn yellow jacket nests, but yellow jackets don't actually affect the bee population. At least not that much. Now they do, I would say, because of us, not because of them. We've contributed to colony collapse disorder and the spread of varroa mites, and so now they kill the bees.
5 days, not more. Maybe sooner.
Damn it, Inland Empire!
It's a matter of days, not weeks.
Okay, that's enough for now.
I am sorry to have been the bearer of bad news. If there is anything else I can help you with, please ask.
Now can you tell me about these tattoos?
Of course. Excuse my hesitation before.
She reaches over the guard wire and takes the photo, holds it in her
For
hand.
about half a minute, in silence.
It was taken with a Trigat not long ago. This is the man's upper body. There were no more markings on his hands or legs.
Stay quiet. Hopefully Thatcher will break.
Her mouth is relaxed. The accordion lines near her mouth vanish. The pearls of her eyes move slowly on the photo's surface.
What do you think?
Sorry. I was trying to see if I can read the web of interdependencies between these points. The stars.
Shit! The stars! Shit! The guy in the tenement. Apartment number 8.
I can't. But that's how you read this story. The points themselves don't have letters, numbers, anything. Their size, location on the body, and distance from each other tells you what they represent.
Like blooms in a pattern?
Close. Port cities. This is an Oronese map of the waterways. A sailor's tattoo worn by wayfarers of the DeLorean century.
The
Over
DeLorean.
300 years ago. The sailors would mark their bodies to map their travels.
You mean the car century? What travels did the dead man make?
Quite a few. Vredefort, the Oronese capital, traditionally stands on the right shoulder. He started somewhere near here, I think.
No, I mean the cocaine car century.
What next?
Then he made his way to the Pretto Grande, through what I think must be the Stutz Canal, an artificial channel through the Occident. From the Pretto, he sailed to the Insulindic Ocean, first the Semines Islands, then this.
She points to his heart. Also, nobody use Occidental, please. All right, have fun.
Revachol. Those are
Now
the two
displaying a
constants.
message for YouTube.
Enjoy your
Vredefort
errands.
On the shoulder,
Thanks,
and
Trixie.
Revachol in the heart. They started the tradition of these maps right after the discovery of Insulinde, at the dawn of the Interinsulary Age.
Oh,
You said you can't read it.
I can't. This man was no sailor, and these are no ports. I can understand geographic fragments, but not their meaning.
what is the use of this
The
map?
sailor's soul would use it to fly back home if they should die abroad. This is a sort of contraption to be reeled back in by. The silver cord, they would call it.
Actually, I think that sailors did have something similar to this even in our world. It wasn't necessarily maps like this, but it would be a tattoo of home, something like that.
Where is he now?
I've spoken to him. For now, the soul is fastened inside his corpse.
That is precisely what the sailors feared when they drew these maps. A fear of drowning within one's own corpse.
She remains unfazed. Aye, Joyce. Who could tell me more?
His platoon members? The other contractors. Though I do not suggest you go and show them that picture. This man was their friend and comrade.
I need the information.
Do what you have to do, Detective. I don't think deciphering that tattoo should come before public security, but if you should wade into the mob to find out, I couldn't stop you.
We will be careful, then.
That's all for the tattoos. Thank you for your help. Yeah, like, seriously, thank you for your help.
Is there anything else I can help you with?
No, that's all for now. Joyce Thatcher. A scab leader. Okay. Well, we are actually almost done with the day. We've almost finished day 1. What, like 10 hours later? Day 1 done. Thing? Oh, thing. Okay. So there's not a ton we can get up to before we run out of time. So I'm gonna equip my trusty dusty bag that I worked very hard for and see if I can find some bottles. Oh. The spirited chirps and clicks of swallows fill the air. Ah. Oh, am I processing anything right now? The 15th Indo tribe. Okay. Bottles. Looking for some bottles to make some money. Would you go home, kid? It's 8 fucking 30. I want to go up there. The ladder's for kids. It wouldn't hold the weight of. We know.
This trash container is locked. The sliding lid has a padlock that says, "Whirling in rags." There's something in there, not necessarily connected to the case, but still.
Why am I looking at you, trash container? You're just a trash container.
The body is downwind from here. Maybe you prefer the smell of garbage to the smell of death.
Lieutenant, what do you think could be in there?
Trash, food waste from the cafeteria. They lock these containers to keep the derelicts from flocking in. Could be evidence, too.
I feel like there's something in there.
What do you mean, feel?
It's just a hunch. Maybe somebody threw something in there?
Mm-hmm.
He leans in to inspect the lock. How do we get the lock
We
open?
could try using a pry bar. The one you took from my motor carriage, or...
No ore!
You
Pry
might
bar!
want to ask for a key from the manager of the Whirling in Rags. He probably has one. And he also has information.
Pry bar! Pry bar! Pry bar! Pry bar.
This trash container is locked.
Negative. Asking for key. Hello. Can I go inside? Hello. Let me in. Hello? Hello? Thank you. Oh, hi. Who are you? Can I talk to you? No. He's just a set piece.
Can I help you?
Is the trash container out back yours?
Mine? No, it belongs to the Whirling in Rags.
Jesus Christ, Gartha.
Thank you for clearing that up. Why do you keep the container locked?
Why? To keep the hobos and drunks out. That's why. And the neighbors too. They put their trash there and they don't pay for the garbage company.
I thought as much. And are you the only party with access to the trash container?
Well, yes. Us and the garbage disposal company.
It seems a little callous, doesn't it? Something stirs in you.
I wonder what this feeling
Prod
is.
at him and find out.
Doesn't it seem callous to you, even guarding your leftovers from the poor?
Callous? What are you? Kras Mazov? Almost all establishments in Revachol keep their trash locked. The Whirling in Rags is not special in that regard.
Maybe I am
What are
Krasmazov.
we talking about? Was this not about the trash container?
Yes, let's return it. Vic! Do I go all in on this? What if I am Krasmazov? Vic! All in! Okay.
We should return to the case of your mistaken identity at a later time, officer. This was about the trash container.
Fine. We need those keys.
What for? Mazov? Are you planning to nationalize my trash container?
Yes.
It concerns the case. Please cooperate.
The lieutenant's voice is harsh and sudden.
Just bring them back once you're done, please.
Okay, bye. Lots of people here. I can't talk to any of them. Lame. Okay. Let's go not pry bar the trash.
This trash container is locked. With a well-oiled crack, the lock pops open. It should now be possible to simply raise the lid. Don't. Maybe you shouldn't.
Didn't I just have a premonition that... Didn't I just have a premonition that there's something in there?
There is, but you won't like it. Sweat forms on your brow. Your hand is still on the lid.
God damn it, open the
The
lid.
smell of rotten food rises to greet you. You see soggy cartons, dirty rags, and organic waste.
Okay.
We're just in time. This hasn't been emptied for over a week.
Look under the boxes of carton.
You see milk and egg rest with one broken egg in it. Some pasta wrapper. Picking up the soggy packages somehow feels familiar. A box falls into pieces in your hands. Batiste Soleil cereal. There are plastic pasta packages below. And turbo noodles. Nothing of note, however.
Pick at the rags.
Among the threadbare kitchen towels, something catches your eye. A pair of denim trousers.
Grab
As
them.
the legs of the slime-covered jeans begin to unspool from the garbage, a rank corpse smell fills the air.
The
Ugh.
victim's clothes? Cadaverine odor is faint. If these belong to the deceased, they were removed when he was still in the early stages of decay. Drop them in here, officer.
The lieutenant produces a blank plastic bag marked evidence from his pocket.
Guitar marked blue jeans. Pockets empty or emptied. He wore them with a belt, too. A white belt. The loops appear stretched, but
He looks into the
the
container.
belt is missing. That's it. Do you see anything else in there? I have another bag here.
Something slimy catches your eye.
Reach
A
for it.
drab, long-sleeved shirt, olive-colored, appears from the food waste, dripping with pus.
Bag the
This is a
shirt.
military type overgarment. No label or serial number. This is the kind of rib-knit shirt that's worn over light armor to conceal it in an urban scenario. Anything more?
The rest of the rags are just kitchen variety waste. A yellow old mug that catches your eye. But other than that,
Thrown out towel. A mug. That's all.
All right. We should go to Gart again and ask if he knows who put the clothes in the trash. It could be as simple as someone from the hostel cleaning the yard. Or that one. I'd advise against confronting that force.
Yeah, we're not talking to the kids. You think someone from the whirling might have been involved, maybe?
Not really. All we know is the victim's clothes are in the trash. The lid was locked and his establishment had the key. It's just a small loose thread.
Okay.
The lieutenant nods, then looks back into the trash container.
I'm gonna get that mug, but first we're gonna search the food
It's
waste.
just organic waste, cold and slimy on your hands. Apple and potato peels, mostly. Unidentified sludge, and the occasional chicken bone thrown in for good measure. But hey, nothing. It's nothing. Nothing more to see here.
There is something to see there.
What's this?
What?
A blue piece of plastic sticks out from the apple peels.
It's my
shiny.
badge!
Looks like a
I
cord
knew
or
it! I knew my badge would be in here!
Something larger. A clipboard.
Oh, it's a
blue
clipboard.
plastic clipboard with moist papers hanging from it. They look badly damaged, but you can still make out forms and notes, written in a man's handwriting.
Officer, is that your paperwork?
I don't know what this is.
It is. Look, the plastic has the RCM street grid on it. You've even got an autopsy form in there.
A miserable looking slip of paper sticks to the
If
board.
you don't mind my asking, how could you have let your paperwork end up in the trash?
It has a foreboding quality. Maybe I needed to lose it for the great bloodletting to begin. Okay. I think I didn't want to be a cop anymore. That's why I tried to flush my cop life down the toilet.
Well,
He doesn't know what to say.
His eyes express a rare condolence. Then he picks it up.
lucky we found it. You should take stock of what remains, just to be sure some has not made it into the hands of the RCM's adversaries. Organized crime and the like. There might have been police secrets in your notes.
Okay, I'll do that.
It would also not hurt to start taking notes on the case. Now, tell me what your eagle eyes see.
Shut up, Kim.
Are we finished?
Some items, such as the ledger you found, are interactable. Go to your inventory and select the Interact tab to read your paperwork.
The mug. I'm getting that fucking mug.
You pick out a broken mug with an oddly racist depiction of the yellow man frolicking in saffron,
An antique.
only in its social sensibility.
Ew, I do not want it though, but I've already committed. Close the
The
lid.
container sounds a muffled gong.
That's one thing off the list. I think we got it all.
The smell of rotten food rises
Okay.
to greet you.
I just wanted to
You
click
see
it because it
silver
was available.
cartons, dirty rags, and organic waste.
I don't think there's actually... Can I put the mug in there now? No.
The container sounds a muffled gong.
Tunk. Leave. Alright, we got stuff to interact with. Hold on. This is a ledger you found out of the trash. It's full of notes written in a man's dense cursive. Have a closer look. Maybe it can be salvaged to keep the notes on the cave. Use the interact button in inventory to inspect the book. Well, that's interact. Okay. Interact.
It's the ledger you found
Oh.
in the trash. A pitiful cabbage of white and yellow papers hanging from plastic board, barely held together by a metal clip. This sad display is made complete by the faint smell of urinal cleaner.
Anything else?
There's a piece of toilet paper. Or is it cleaning tissue? No, it's toilet paper, desperately sticking to the back of the blue plastic clipboard. It's a metaphor for you.
Impersonal there, guy.
Below the pathetics, terror. Do not look into its blue heart.
Browse the
They're
white
not
papers.
exactly white. They're yellowed in patches by sunlight and alcohol, and covered in dense blue handwriting. Ink escapes into watercolor patterns, reaching its tendrils across entire pages. The paper itself is checkered, with faint red lines, forming short paragraphs. Once in a while, there's a red stamp that exclaims, "Case files commit to paper." The case files themselves are plenty. You count more than 100 sodden, crumpled up, earmarked pages falling apart in your hands. They appear to be sufficiently organized and extremely dense, if mostly illegible.
What is in there? What are they about?
Work, strife, poverty, the Jamrock Quarter. These are handwritten logs of investigations dating back to January 51, this year. The exact number is hard to estimate, due to missing pages and an odd naming convention. But there are at least 20, maybe 30 cases undertaken, not completed, mind you. It's the middle of March. You have attempted 2 cases a week on average.
Is 2 cases a week a good caseload, Lieutenant?
Huh? 2 complex cases to undertake is a lot, yes. You really have to push yourself. I would not suggest it, lest you start making mistakes.
2 cases a week appears to have been my load, Lieutenant. I'm not sure I completed them, though.
2? That's a lot. I didn't mean to say you are making mistakes, by the way. That was presumptuous of me.
I'm sure I made plenty of mistakes.
It's okay. We all make mistakes.
He nods, then turns back to his own case files. Jeez, Kim, you're the fucking angel.
God knows I've made my share. He tries not to think of them. Like a fan of girls, the checkered papers dry in your hand. The handwriting is extremely dense.
There was a
if
mention of
mostly illegible.
a naming convention?
Yes, it appears you employ a, shall we say, robust yet literary system. Each investigation has its case number written on the margins. Yet, still more tellingly, most are accompanied by a name.
Oh my, and they're written in capital letters, too.
Yes, all caps. One is called The Next World Mural. Another, The Square Bullet Hole Murders. Another yet, The Unsolvable Case. Others appear more light-hearted. The guys on a couch in an unexpected location, and the murder at the hookah parlor. Even the rare article-free collapsing tenement. Murder features prominently throughout. You like this grimy murdering, don't you? It's going to take an effort to piece these case files together, but it can be done. Once you're done inspecting them up close.
I have to open an official case. Is there room?
There is, for precisely 1 more. 15 pages near the end remain untouched by the damage. The checkered grid forms a structure of passages, breaking the case into subtasks to accomplish.
Commit to paper!
The tasks you've completed flow out of the pen in a brash freehand similar to the rest of the letters. The wording comes easily. It's almost robotically simple. A language developed for mental rigor and simplicity. Inspect the victim's body. Get the body down. Interview the cafeteria manager.
Cross out the ones you've
A
already
satisfying
finished.
slash sounds across the paper. You're done, it seems to say. And you, and you.
And you, I hate your friends and they hate me too.
Things to be done and things already done. The composition of reality. This is an extremely useful tool for a detective of the citizens' militia. Now all that remains is to name the case.
Lieutenant, have you by any chance named our case?
No, actually. Any ideas?
The Furies are at home in the mirror. The Hanged Man.
Great. That's great. That's actually what I was thinking too. The Hanged Man. Good, strong name. We have a very good name for the case now.
Oh my god, Kim actually names his cases too.
I'm going to start calling it the Hanged Man. It's good we sorted this out.
Kim, all my cases employ a naming convention similar to what we used on ours.
Yes, how very childish of you. In your and my defense, almost everyone in the RCM uses the titular system, in addition to the official alphanumeric.
Why is that?
It's a holdover from the early days of the RCM, right after the revolution, when the organization had little idea how to do things. It persists in an unofficial capacity. Officers use these titles to refer to their work among themselves.
I seem to have named a case the Square Bullet Hole Murders.
Again, in your defense, I seem to have named one the man with the hole in his head. That was a real person. His death was real. Still, I named it that, to amuse myself.
I actually really like this.
I pray his loved ones never find out.
He smiles. What happened to him?
Rail spiked through the head. He died. It was a workplace accident.
I'm done inspecting these.
You don't exactly close them, so much as distance yourself from the smelly papers. They're a little further from your nose now.
Let's try these.
It's proving to be harder than expected.
Fine,
You
fine.
just don't have the intellectual rigor to patch the
Fine.
quilt back together. Try again later.
Inspect the toilet paper.
It's just toilet paper sticking to the back of the plastic clipboard. You can take it off if you want.
Maybe it's kitchen tissue? They look exactly the
If
same.
you want it to be kitchen tissue, it can be kitchen tissue. It's not, though. It's toilet paper.
Leave it there. It's cool.
Cool toilet paper. I mean kitchen tissue.
Shut up. Inspect the clip.
An aluminium block runs the width of the board, biting down on the paperwork. Its crocodile teeth are the only thing keeping the papers together. A regular pencil, the tip worn down to nothing, has been attached to the clip.
Run your fingers across the aluminum.
The surface is
Aluminium.
interrupted by a silvery sticker. It's rectangular, sparkling with iridescence. You don't know how you didn't notice it before.
Lieutenant, is this one of the hologram watermarks you mentioned?
What? Yes.
He is lost in his own notes.
Halogen watermark used for adding information to RCM property.
Halogen. It takes a moment for him to see it. Interesting. What kind of
It
information?
depends. Aside from an anti-counterfeiting stamp, mine has my station number and address. The information varies by date of issue.
How many years you've been on the force, he's thinking. It'll have that.
How can I read it?
Any capable light with the right wavelength will do.
Like, for example?
All RCM vehicles have had lights designed to reveal halogen watermarks. Mine too.
This means you can read the watermarks if you just turn the lights on.
That's all. Thank
Okay.
you. He returns to his neatly kept notes.
While a bunch of sodden papers sag from the clipboard in your hand. It's a sorry sight.
Browse the yellow
In
papers.
the back, you see thin, translucent copier paper. Some neon yellow, some bright red.
Oh my
all
god.
covered in boxes, like marching armies. These look like official forms, waiting to be filled out.
This is like the youth. The youth wouldn't know this. Wakate kuru no ka? I gotta, Dio said something to me. What are you saying to me, Dio? Why'd you say something to me, Dio? Dio is an alert for me. But I don't see a raid happening. What are you saying to me, Dio? Oh. Somebody followed. Thank you, whoever followed. So, back to this. What are they called? What are they called? They're called, shit. The transfer paper. Transfer. I am old enough to remember actually using these. Okay, so ad starts in a little bit. I need to use the restroom and such. So I'm going to actually throw up our break screen and run off into the wilderness. That is the bathroom. It might say an outrageous time. 5 minutes. Goodbye. Tell me what you think, Yorkie. You think it's terrible? Is it horrible? Tell me what you think, Yorkie. You think it's terrible? Is it horrible? While in the restroom, I remembered. Carbon copies. They're called carbon copies.
Then rip them from the binder and hand them out, according to type of form.
What types of forms are there?
3. The topmost are misconduct fines. The middle ones are station calls. And the bottommost are field autopsy forms. Each is easy enough to make sense of.
Yeah, but you're going to tell me them anyway. Misconduct
A
fine.
monetary penalization ranging from 20 to 250 real. Severe cases allow for 1,000 real, but that requires special paperwork. The details of issuing these fines are spread out over the rest of the fields.
Station call.
These are quite sinister in tone. They give a date and time for the person to appear at the specified precinct police station. Below the call are the criminal charges you risk by not appearing.
Field autopsy.
A dozen pages of thin copy paper, bright red in color. You see the parameters of a deceased human form waiting to be filled in. Age, sex, condition of internal organs, color of the irises, predation marks, condition of sexual organs.
Enough of these.
Yes, all that remains now is to fill those forms and hand them to people. Fines for wrongdoers, interview requests for bad guys, and field autopsies to dead guys.
No, we don't. Gosh.
What delicious power hid within this pathetic mess. You feel better. The rest of the stinking cellulose is much worse for wear. Being sandwiched between the board and the rest of the paperwork must have spared the fragile copier paper.
Look at the clipboard.
It's made of dark blue plastic, hard enough to beat someone to submission with. The edges are rounded, however. The U4 size board feels thick and heavy in your hand. Light shimmers on its wet surface. On the back you see the embossed letters, RCM.
When I was a youth, my mother decided that we would be in danger if we didn't know how to defend ourselves. So when I was 6, I started doing Shotokan. And it was one of the few activities that my parents actually took me to until I was 10 or 11 years old. Anyway, they taught me how to break someone's hand with a hat bill, like a trucker hat bill. You can do it with a clipboard too. You can also kill them if you're real good and you hit them right above the collarbone. But if you want to break somebody's hand, you bend the hat brim so that it's really taut, or you take the clipboard at a diagonal, you go smack like that. Yeah. Which, don't ban me for violence. What did you say the color was?
Blue. The blue heart. Don't look into it.
Shake the ledger.
Something rattles inside, ever so lightly. Is there a hidden compartment?
Is there?
The plastic shimmers like lapis lazuli, but it is not see-through. You cannot see to its center.
How would I open it?
With your hands, U4 sized pages hang from the clip screwed to the top of the board.
Open the hidden compartment in the clipboard. Yeah!
The two sides of the board appear slightly misaligned, like a drawer that's come off its slides. If you bend the plastic on your knee slowly, the slides snap back into place. It should be possible to just,
Slide the drawer open.
Without resistance or sound, the two panels move against each other. The compartment is now open.
It's gotta be my wedding ring. I've been so obsessed with my ex-wife, and I really don't want to open this. It has to be my wedding ring.
2 ticket stubs and a handmade postcard.
Dang it. Also, they would not clatter. There's no clattering. Pick up the ticket stubs.
2 octopuses are smiling, reaching their tentacles toward each other in the colored pencil drawings. The tickets permit access to the zoo in Revachol East. The aquarium costs extra. These let you go there, too.
I really like aquariums. I'm like one of those crazy animal rightsy vegan people. But aquariums, that's the only way the fishies can live anyway. Pick up the card. Proceed.
Thin wax paper has been glued to a piece of cardboard. Sounds like leaves rustling when you pick it up. You see violet flowers, floral patterns, patches of glue.
Actually, correction. The fish are still taken out of their native habitat. However, it is much easier to make water suit the home of a fish. I'm now questioning my desire to enjoy aquariums. Smell it
It
first.
smells of chewing gum, apricot flavored.
Is it from the X?
A touch of cinnamon, the end of summer. You think the label says tutti frutti.
Ooh, I remember Tutti Frutti.
Familiar handwriting lines the inside of the card. Looped, round letters in a woman's
It is.
hand.
It's from the ex-wife.
A young woman in her 20s. There is care, effort, and a smile. You think. Although that is not something you can read from someone's handwriting.
Aw, shit.
Harry, it begins. You're already reading. I wanted to write you a letter so you can read it when you wake up. Maybe it will make you happy.
My name is Harry.
Throw it away, please.
But it will make me happy.
A merciful wind blows in from the Bay of Revachol, dusting the ground at your feet and raising newspapers far away. You feel the card slipping into it.
Let go.
Okay, it is from my ex-wife. It's good to let go of the past. But I have not had the realization that my name is Harry. So should I keep it? Hold on to it.
Your hands shake, holding on to it. Every morning when I step out and you're asleep behind me, it says, I find a little piece of sadness in me. I carry it in my chest, down Voyager Road. Every step I take, it grows. By the time I reach the fuel station, it has filled me entirely. I step onto the light rail and look back. Sparks fall from the bow collector. I know it will be like this until late afternoon, when I get off the 42 and walk back to you.
Oh, that's sweet. This is gonna hurt.
You. Every step I take will get lighter. It almost makes me run. Sometimes I do. I can't believe I met you. I can't believe the happiness I feel with you. You have a vast, vast soul, and I will always, always, always come back to it.
Did you have to write it 3 times?
Kisses, kisses, kisses. You feel the air sucked out of your lungs and the blood sucked out of your head. Everything around you gets dark. Small white dots appear. You feel the ledger slip from your hand.
No!
No. Hold on.
Hold on.
To what? There's nothing.
Detective, is everything all right?
God damn it. Fall sideways. Okay, lizard brain, tell me I was dumb. Oh? Oh? Title screen?
There is nothing.
Did I game over?
Again.
Nothing.
Nothing sad, brother. No treachery, just blackout.
Just lie there, passed out.
Well, almost nothing. There is the ground below you, that's still there. And the small light that's on, fluttering, somewhere in the basal ganglia.
Who's that?
That's me. Blue eyes, that's me.
And who was that?
Who was what?
He speaks of the sickening longing, the unwell emotion. Even in the darkness, he's grasping for it. Still trying to hold on to the great sorrows slipping in the water. Slimy.
Yeah, that's the stuff.
Here in the paleo-mammalian cortex, we call it the shadow.
E.
Because it's always there.
Thought gained. White morning. Where is Voyager Road? Was that the excellent... Oh. Where is Voyager Road?
There is no Voyager Road. There are no roads, no houses, no lights in the windows. It's all on.
Megan, have fun with the brunch. I will finish suffering, having remembered my ex-wife. Was that the X something?
Bloated corpse of the past resurfacing.
No, it was beautiful.
Beautiful. Believe me, stupid ape. Its lack of beauty was not the problem.
Enough. Just lie there, motionless.
You think they would let you? Until you disintegrate into biomolecules? No. Someone is breathing on your face now, inspecting your pupils, stupid idiot.
Damn it! It's fine. One day Kim will be my husband. What is that? It's cool.
Yes, they're pouring something on you. It's in you. And
It's delicious.
It's delicious.
Glowing lights on a dashboard emerge out of nothingness.
Where am I?
In the upholstered cabin of Lieutenant Kitsuragi's motor carriage, seated in the driver's basket, the air is thick with leatherworks and heavy fuel oil. Cold water runs down your chin.
Drink. Water.
Lieutenant is extending a small canister to your mouth. Drink.
The water is cold, silvery, the stuff of life itself as it pours down your parched throat. The pounding in your head recedes. The darkness parts.
Drink. You haven't drunk water in 2 days. Did you know the human body is not made to survive on alcohol alone? You need a secondary form of hydration.
You don't know anything. You're not a scientist. Drink.
With greedy gulps, you down half a liter of cold water. Some of it spills on the driver's seat. The lieutenant pays no heed to it.
What happened?
I came in contact with the burnt-out ruins of the past, Lieutenant.
That does sometimes happen.
He hands you the remains of your ledger.
You dropped these. Are you okay to proceed?
Let's solve this case.
Good.
The Ledger of Failure and Hatred is a special item that can be used both as an interactable and a tool equipped in your held slot for skill bonuses. Find it under the Tools tab in your inventory.
The Ledger of Hatred, of Failure and Hatred. Alright. The 15th Indo Tribe. Temporary research bonus. None. Breakthrough imminent! Okay. Breakthrough!
The 15th Indo Tribe. Because there was. The 15th Indo Tribe was comprised of 8 kids from Forberg and North Jamrock, running from wild dogs in the valley, hiding scents under rocks, and stealing clothes off clotheslines, and sometimes even the copper wiring of phone lines. You may have been one of them. This must be a childhood memory. The 15th Indo Tribe was your Indo Tribe, set to rule in Cylinder. The rest of the kids are dead now. Car accidents and drug overdoses. Only you remain.
That's a bummer. Okay, you. You over here. Hey, officer, got a minute? You want to talk to me, Godot?
I, saw you poking around in Lady Driver's lorry. She in trouble?
There's gonna be an investigation.
It's that bad. Man, what should I do? What should I do to help her?
The last thing we need is more civilians involved.
Yeah, maybe I should just keep my head down and work on my rhymes while I can.
What's the plan with those rhymes anyway?
Oh, you know. Tommy Leham's gonna be a musician. Sprechgesang, but with beats. I've got a lot of free time on the road to hone my craft.
That lightens him up. Why Tommy Lahome?
Tommy Long was taken. My real name's Jerry Lafitte. Tommy's way better.
It's more him.
It is more him. All right, I had another
The
question,
man
actually.
taps his fingers rhythmically against his arm.
Okay, we're gonna try. We're gonna try and be a poet.
Wait, there's something here, stored away in some dusty corner. It
Amir's-
starts like
Amir's temperature is always 0. It is ice in the veins. Its camera is an X-ray. He
What
leans
else?
in, his eyes bright with attention. It is a chalice held out to you in silent communion.
Silent communion. That's good.
He's transfixed by the words, where gaspingly you partake of a shifting identity never your own.
Dang, that's some great shit. You came up with that yourself.
Did you?
Did I? I think the words are mine, yeah.
Fucking A. Seems I got you all wrong. Cops aren't much known for their artistic sensibilities these days. It's good to meet a fellow poet. Someone with an appreciation for real text. The others here, so you don't really get it.
Makes it all easier to bear if the words are pretty.
I get you. When they really click, it makes the world seem manageable. Good to be on the same page.
He gives you a thumbs up.
You found some common ground with this man. Even impressed him. The next time you look in the mirror, though, remember those words.
That's all for now. Okay. I actually think... I think the end of day is 10 o'clock when I'm calling it a day. So only 20 minutes. Okay. We're just gonna deuce. We'll probably do this debrief and then move on. If I'm too much, I don't like being too, no, I don't necessarily want that. Your build should never be equal in all stats, right? So throwing too much into physique or motor, intellect or motor X will start to cause me an issue. But I was told Inland Empire being at 7 was pretty intense. I feel like I should keep going. But that won't necessarily help me with this damn game. What will actually help me with the game is things like composure or interfacing, perception. Fuck it. Fuck it. I'll try to talk to you now. Will you have something new to say? It's all about money. Nope. Okay. Oh, wait! I'm supposed to karaoke, aren't I? Can I karaoke? I didn't find a song yet, I don't think. Okay. We should return the key.
Can I help you?
Here's your trash container key.
Thanks. I hope you found what you were looking for.
I found the victim's clothes.
How strange. I certainly didn't put them there.
Who else has keys to the trash container?
The trash collection service? CS Municipal. I don't see why they would put anything in the trash, though.
Ah, the elusive CS Municipal. I doubt we'll be able to track down who was sent here last and when. This will have to be one of those little threads that solves itself down the road.
Oh no.
On Clinton Street, near the Boogie Street Diamond, a small truck rattles down an alleyway. It stops by a rusted trash container. Two men, their faces rough and swollen, jump out. They look at the container, despondently. CSM is written on their backs.
Thank you anyway.
Maybe you don't remember putting them there. Maybe you were sleepwalking or in a fugue state.
I think fugue states are more your forte.
Fugue
officer.
state. Fugue. Whatever. Aldrin. Could someone on your staff have put them there?
Sylvie had the keys before I got here, and I can vouch for her. I can vouch for all my staff. None of us would tamper with the crime scene.
Now I gotta call Sylvie again? Okay.
Yes?
Goodbye. All right. Nothing on the front page rings a bell. Yeah, we know. We've already considered this before.
The door is closed.
Knock again.
Still no answer.
Knock again. Much harder.
Still nothing.
Whatever.
The lieutenant gives you a quick glance. He doesn't like where this is going. You should punch a fucking hole in it.
Suppress the urge.
The murmur in your ears recedes slowly. Your breathing normalizes. That's one lucky door.
Yeah, door. I think that's actually Kim's room. Okay. So, they said reading a book passes time, but I don't actually have a book.
Yes?
I can try!
Because you're the best qualified. No, that doesn't seem right.
Dumb brain. I'm good for nothing.
You look dumb if you keep the lieutenant waiting for too long.
Okay. Map. Mirror. Impossible. A net. Medium. Measure head. Formidable. Trash container. Trash container. Legendary. Okay. So, a net. I could try again, maybe. Measure head's definitely not gonna help me. Let's see what's up with this stupid fucking racist mug.
It's just a racist mug. What's there to read here?
They did not introduce it to me as a racist mug. I just called it one. There's quite a lot to read into here. Look at all that content.
Oh boy, here we go. What are you going to say about a broken, tossed away mug that you dug out of the garbage?
Excuse me, narrator. Here we go, indeed. You are gonna listen to me. This mug is an example of prejudice. I'm going to use it as an example of what not to do.
But it was in the trash. Why not just call it out when you see it? Or do some volunteering work. Just finish your case, detective.
You're right, narrator. What we really need to be doing is telling people they're racist when they're racist. Tools. This dude. So if I equip it, I get more Inland Empire. More Inland Empire. Okay. Endurance, composure, esprit de corps. What? Conceptualization. Savoir-faire, electrochemistry. Just went to indirect modes of, you know, we're about to go into a meeting about shit. I should have stuff.
An intricate web of blue lines stretches across the torso of the hanged man, from the right shoulder to the solar plexus. Each time the lines intersect, a small white star is formed in their crossing. Hundreds of fading asterisks riddle his skin. Their concentration is highest around his heart.
Which we now know this is a sailor's map meant to guide his soul home.
The pattern still kind of has an ethnic feel to it, but nothing familiar.
Who are you?
Gone.
What's the meaning of this
For
tattoo?
you to discover. You've gotten as far as you will without assistance.
Right, I got assistance. I thought
Someone
you might...
close to the victim might know.
Okay. But I thought that you might, you know, I don't know, let me apply my new knowledge to it. Oh, I need to be thinking about something else. White morning. Oh, wow. Okay. I see now. White warning. Internalize? Unlock a new slot. Oh. How do I unlock a new slot? Shit. Interesting. Okay, Lonesome Long Way Home. Learning cap for perception raised to 5. Speed gives 1 psi. All endurance white checks unlocked. Learning cap for endurance raised to 4. Plus 10 cents for every green orb clicked. Whoa! Learning cap for 7. Wait, hold on. Really? I'm broke as shit. I could be making money? There's some signs I have not looked at. Like there. Oh my god. 10 cents. Ah! Money. Money. Oh man, I'm gonna have to walk all the way around to there. Okay, fine. Money. 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 And money. This is worth more than you'll ever earn in all your life. I know. I look at things sometimes and think, if I averaged... Oh, good evening, Tev. Welcome, welcome, welcome. I think sometimes if I average all the money I made in my life, I couldn't even average half the cost of some people's cars, and then I'm like, ugh, gross. I just unlocked something. Oh, wait. A thing.
The sight of bullet holes stirs something in you, making you forget the lieutenant's surname.
Look closer
the
first.
Faded marks are too degraded to draw any forensic conclusions. Just chips in the sandstone.
Kim, look! Bullet holes!
Where?
Point to the chips in the wall. Someone has been shot. We're cops. We should solve it.
There? Those are old.
Those are old. Oh, you mean like from the Revolution?
Yes, the one that happened half a century ago.
Whatever.
Those bullets were fired during the Revolution and do not warrant an investigation by officers of civil law.
Okay. What can you tell me about this revolution?
Not much. I don't have a fresh perspective on it. Shall we go?
Fine. Fine. Wait, where am I? Over here? I have lost myself. Hello. Hello? Hello. There I am. Haha. Okay. Have I dicked around enough? I guess I could turn on the headlights. Yeah, let's turn on the headlights. I can look at my clipboard thing.
Inside, you see a set of steering levers, a radio microphone, a pull-out toolbox, and the soft glow of the fuel preheater gauge.
Kim, how do I turn on the headlights?
All right. Ready? I turn, you press start. It's next to the preheater.
He's downplaying his excitement. The lieutenant is more than happy to show off his precious carriage.
I would enjoy your precious carriage, Kim.
The dashboard lights up with orange glow. The rouse per minute gauge jumps, and the engine of the Caprice Canadian comes to life with a whiny growl.
How you doing tonight, Tev? We've got a lot of lurkers this stream. We're hanging out because this game is... I mean, honestly, this game is really interesting, so... A lot of people come, put it in the background, and just enjoy.
The lights unfold with a little click, casting electrical light onto the ground before the vehicle.
There you go. I'll turn them off from the remote once you're done. We just need to stand in front of the machine now.
Okay. Let's go do the thing.
As you hold your ledger's clip under the headlamp, a shimmering iridescent pattern appears. One you've definitely seen before.
There she is. Revachol West.
There's a note of pride in the lieutenant's voice.
Around the borders of the watermark are dozens, no, hundreds of micro-perforations.
Look at the perforations.
There are many of them, and they are divided into 3 separate rows.
Tally up the different
The
rows.
first row has 18 dots.
What about the next
The
one?
next is the longest. It runs all the way around the border, and then some.
Count them individually.
There are so many, it's hard to count. More than 150, at least. Maybe even 200.
What about the last row?
The last row has 3 perforations.
3? That's it?
That's it.
Look at the shimmering street grid.
The rectangular watermark is overlaid with the logo of the RCM, and yet the major arteries of Revachol are all recognizable. They shimmer in the Kanema's headlights.
Where are we on this?
Let me see.
He takes the ledger for a moment and inspects it.
Right here.
He says, his finger near the top of the map, on a segment of coast jutting out into the great ocean. Tev went out after having spent the day in bed reading. It started raining as I was halfway to the pizza place. Instead of getting a pizza, I went to the store, picked up 2 rotisserie chickens at 50% off since it was so close to closing time. Came out cheaper than the margarita pizza I had intended to get. And it'll last you a lot longer, too. Good shopping. What bed were you reading? What bed were you reading? What book were you reading?
Now
Who's next?
displaying a message
it
for
does not.
YouTube.
Thanks, Pixie. A fanfiction of Worm. Worm? Hey, Kim, what do all these holes mean?
Those are perforations. They represent your record as an officer of the RCM. They are your statistics, as it were. I should have guessed you'd keep a record. Officers often do. Let's take a look.
Son, here is where we score your life performance. You better hope it's good.
Are you winning, son?
The first row represents your years of service. 18 years. Okay, not bad at all. What did you do before you volunteered?
I walk the land telling whores and liars of the end to come. There are 9,855 days remaining. Wait, 18 years I've done this?
That's what it says. I might have guessed even longer based on your age.
Excuse me,
What
sir.
did you do all those blissful years of your youth?
Did you just call me old? Yeah, Tev, I'm not familiar with Worm. Do you really think I have an idea?
Fair point. Let's move on, shall we? This next row, the one that wraps all the way around, is your number of closed cases. Closed is good. It means
Excuse me, sir.
finished. You've got, let's see, wow, more than 200.
I would have thought there'd be more.
It's quite a lot, even for someone who's been on the force for nearly 2 decades. Usually, clearing more than 10 cases a year puts you in the 90th percentile of all RCM officers.
So, you're saying I used to be a super cop?
Call it what you want. You were a valuable member of your precinct. Now, let's look at the last row.
Ooh. She gets the power to control insects. I love it. Way back in the day, I was gonna write... I had written this comic that I was gonna produce and never did. And I had a character named Worm Girl who had a worm for a tongue and could control insects. She was not 60 to 18. She was like 25 in a dead-end job. I think you've told me about this before. The superheroes who get it via trauma.
Right. Those are your confirmed kills. You've got precisely 3 perforations there.
Yeah. Yeah, I remember. I remember now.
Confirmed kills. That sounds pretty evil. A drink would soften that feeling.
So I'm a killer.
That's right. A killer of humans.
Shut up, Half-Light.
For an RCM officer, especially Precinct 41, which is in the Jamrock Quarter, it's rather tame. I mean that in a good way.
I was a good person.
There are certain officers who treat their kills like some kind of ghoulish game. If they do happen to solve a case, it's usually by accident.
Wow. I was a good person. Yeah. I remember that. And I had written it down. I bet you if I go grab my notebook, I will see worm written down on like page 2. I have a lot more time now than I did then, so I probably will go read it. It sounds right up my alley. I'm just so surprised that I was a good person.
But it seems as though you are, or at least were, one of the good ones. So we have that to be thankful for.
He's sincerely glad you're not a scary predator. Not to say relieved you're competent.
Have you ever killed anyone, Kim?
Yes.
He says, declining to elaborate.
It's not a problem for him to state it, however.
Oh, jeez. How do you handle the strain?
Everyone has their own method of coping. Some more effective or self-destructive than others.
He gives you a meaningful look.
Personally, I find it helps to keep up a few hobbies.
Like what?
Oh, this and that. Let's not get into it now.
Shut up, Kim. Tell me what you like. I want to learn about you. Maybe I should find a hobby.
Why not gardening? You've already got the gloves.
He points to your yellow gardening gloves. Now listen, I got these for the fucking body.
It's meant in earnest. Please don't mistake it for a jab.
Thanks for this.
The lieutenant nods.
Okay, let's go.
Right. I'll go turn off the lights.
You can now see your statistics on your journal page, to the right of the task description.
Name unknown, rank unknown. Superstar cop, apocalypse cop, sorry cop, communist. Case is solved. People killed. Good cop, bad cop. Okay, I am a dirty commie or a sorry cop. Who put the clothes in the trash? Ask Kuno if he knows. I am not going to talk to Kuno, at least not today. Who else has unauthorized access to the whirling trash? Find this person and you'll know who tampered the scene. It may take a while. Okay. You know what? You've got something to say to me?
We should think about calling it a day, maybe. The nights are still miserably cold this time of year.
Yes, my hostel room calls.
We can pick up where we left off tomorrow morning.
Got it. Okay. End of day debrief. We're going to the patio. It does sound like you had a really relaxing day, don't Tevra? Just curled up in bed. Balcony. You.
Yes?
Oh. Excuse me. It said... Kim can answer any lingering questions you may have about the case in the RCM. Join him on the Whirling and Rags balcony after 10 when you're calling it a day.
Yes? What do you want to know? Good.
Okay. So, I guess to call it a day, I just go to my room?
This is the door to the room you redecorated.
Good night, Lieutenant.
Just a moment. You had some questions earlier, I believe. And besides, we should discuss our progress on the investigation.
Why didn't you just do
Let's
it when
go
I went
to
out
the
there?
balcony.
All right, let's go.
The air outside is brisk. The lieutenant is silent for a moment. He listens to the traffic hum. Then,
Where shall we begin? We should talk about the investigation, first and foremost. But I also remember you wanting to discuss the RCM?
I didn't know you smoked, Kim.
I have a cigarette every night when I go over my notes. It's something of a ritual.
oh man, he looks so devastatingly cool with that cigarette.
How did you get so cool, Kim?
I mean, this isn't cool. It's an unnecessary trial of will and unhealthy.
Frankly, I mean everything about you.
Keeping the habit within the parameters he's given himself takes a lot of focus. It would be easier to simply quit. Yet, were he to quit, he would lose the cool factor. This man relishes his cool quite a bit, below it all.
I think I might want to pick up smoking. Do you have any more cigarettes?
I apologize, but I only brought one with me. I have exactly one cigarette every night while going over my notes.
Jeez. Right then, the debrief.
Yes, it's been a long and eventful day.
How do you think today went?
Well, we inspected the victim's body, so that's good. It was not easily approachable in that state, but we did it. Our inspection could have been more thorough, as it always can, but we have some leads we can follow up on. Then you shot him in the chest, which wasn't ideal, and we still have to get him down from the tree.
I can't believe I missed that shot.
Being sober tends to help with precision.
Shut up! I am
Moving
sober
on to the
now.
interview. We weren't able to find the union leader, Evrard Claire, much less interview him, so that's on the to-do list for tomorrow. We interviewed Joyce Messier, the Wildlands rep, and learned a lot. None of it very good news for us, or Martinez, but
He gives you a quick nod of acknowledgement and approval.
above all, though, today was exhausting. What's with all the running? You run a lot. Is that a standard Precinct 41 practice?
Tev, weird something strange is happening to my Twitch. Only chat is loading regardless of stream I'm opening. Weird. I just have a spinning loading icon on every stream. Wow, that is weird. Huh. Dang. I can't believe the game tracks. The game tracks how much you run versus walk.
I have a really good theory about why you're running so fast, son. Just you wait until we get up tomorrow.
I don't know why I do the things I do, Lieutenant Kitsuragi. No, we'll do. I don't like to waste time, you know. My mind moves fast. The rest has to try to
It's
keep up.
impressive, especially for a man your age, and in those hills.
You didn't mean that in a way that was belittling, but I am going to, like, Hildy loves it and finds it hilarious. I think Harry feels cross. He nods thoughtfully, tapping his finger on his cigarette.
Nice shoes, by the way. I like the green. Goes with the orange.
He looks at your snakeskin shoes and smiles suddenly. I'm not even wearing them.
Thank you for the compliment. We could manage it even in wooden clogs. There are uncanny running reservoirs in this body. God
knows why. So what are our powers exactly, the RCM?
They're quite limited, actually. The power officers of the Ravachol Citizens Militia exercise most frequently is imposing fines of up to 1,000 real for offenses, in accordance with an interdepartmental schedule.
$1,000? Why not more?
The RCM's primary role is to ensure safety. We are not really supposed to play any part in the economic structure of Ravachol.
Wouldn't that be an easy power to abuse?
Yes, although indirectly, as citizens can always request records from their local station. Officers of the RCM have been known to take bribes of less than the prescribed fine amount. It undermines trust in the RCM.
Okay. What else?
We can arrest people, of course, but rather than bringing someone in directly, it's preferable to serve a station call slip. It prevents confusion and overcrowding.
How can you be sure the arrestee will show up?
You can't. Those who don't show up become fugitives, though, and have fewer legal rights when they are eventually caught. It's about power projection. Thus far, they seem to mostly show up.
I see. And if someone resists?
As you may have gathered from the fact that we are expected to carry a record of our kills, like the one in your watermarks, we are permitted to use whatever force is necessary, and strongly admonished not to abuse that power.
Wait, so if I kill someone while on duty...
You have to supply compelling evidence for why it was necessary to use lethal force. In these cases, your partner is usually your witness. Not a good position to be in, by the way. Internal Affairs handles these cases thoroughly, by cross-examining you for inconsistencies. It is hard to cover for anyone, which is for the best.
What happens to the people we convict?
We don't convict. We arrest and send them to coalition government courts in Couron and La Delta. The prosecution works off our testimonies and records, which is why it's paramount to keep them.
They have done such a good job on the sound design. I can actually hear him smoking very quietly. And who makes all these rules? The coalition government?
Yes, the international community's mission in Revachol, and the moral intern more broadly. The RCM was formed by the coalition government to restore order in the international zone after the revolution. So we did. Now we attempt to maintain that order. No more, no less.
His gaze is absolutely fixed on a window below that just went dark.
Or perhaps it is better to say we were allowed to form. It's a point of contention whether the citizens of Revachol or the coalition government founded the RCM.
Let's say it was the citizens of Revachol.
Be sentimental if you like. Either way, the moral intern leases us the right to keep the peace in this city, and they will take it away if we misuse it.
Earlier this week I finished The Last Dresden Files by Jim Butcher. Been watching the interviews on YouTube regarding the book. Really liked it. Lots of character exploration compared to the usual action. Yeah. Have you, seen any of the show? The Moral Intern, what is it?
The Moralist International are the world's largest political organization. You know who they are. They have been running this place after the revolution failed.
He pulls on his cigarette. If I didn't know, how would you describe them?
They're a union of center-left and center-right parties across the Real Belt. Our coalition government is just one of its many projects. They also run the ICP, EPIS, most intergovernmental organizations in the world.
As we established earlier today, the Insane Clown Posse is important in this game. None of the old TV show know, just know that it exists. It's good. The TV show is good. It got really overshadowed, I think, just from the era it was in, but I personally felt like it did the book well. What do they believe in?
What do they believe in? They are Dolorians. They believe they continue the humanist project set forth by Her Innocence Dolores Day 4 centuries ago. Others say they are just technocrats.
Oh. That's interesting. Her Innocence Dolores Day. What is their symbol?
Interesting question. It's a blue forget-me-not. Their motto is love, compassion, self-discipline. I think you can gauge what they want you to think of them from that.
Yeah, and it's probably wrong.
Something ominous. Something even a little feminine. But in a strict manner.
Who is Dolores Day?
A historic figure? The author of the modern age? You will have to look elsewhere for opinions. The subject of humanism is too abstract for me.
That's fair.
For you, she is something painful.
Interesting question.
Oops, sorry.
Something even a little...
Okay, let's do this again.
For you, she is something painful. Though it's hard to say why.
What do you think of them?
The moral intern are a fact. I try not to have opinions on facts until they change. And it doesn't look like that's about to happen.
He looks at the city below.
It is more than that. There's some kind of affection in him.
You like the moral intern?
Yes, I did. When I was younger. In my 20s, I considered myself a moralist. A blue forget-me-not, a piece of the sky. They're not all that bad.
Yeah, on top of it, it's like the crying god. Or the sorrowful god.
But the years have changed that. I don't know what I believe in now. No, I believe in the RCM. That's enough for me.
I have an opinion on the moral intern.
Do you?
They've done an awful job here. Have you seen this place? This isn't humanism.
We are in what is called the twilight of international law. The laws we claim to enforce come from the MI. Without them, we are simply vigilantes.
Maybe we should make our own law.
Spoken like a revolutionary, not a cop. But hypothetical aside, in Martinez we already are vigilantes. At least the Union thinks so. I expect our job here to prove quite challenging.
He looks at the roundabout.
The lights of the orphan district are reflected in his glasses. The red and golden orbs of the motorway sliding like pearls on a string from east to west as Revachol commutes back to the suburbs. Tomorrow is Tuesday. Monday is over.
Say nothing. Just look into the night.
The dying lights of the city shimmer below. Slowly, like luminous clouds, they pass on his lenses. The lieutenant looks at his slim cigarette, contemplating the next drag.
That cigarette is the forever cigarette.
This soldier is the highlight of the day for me, he thinks. This little stick right here.
They really don't like us here. And the mouth on that kid, Kuno. It's different inland, in Jamrock and the GRIH.
Why are they like this?
It's our fault for leaving this place to the dogs, to the Union, to the company. Not daring to come here more often. This place has fallen between the cracks, the jurisdictions of our two precincts.
And in Jamrock and the GRIH?
We run this city. West of the river is RCM land.
He looks at the dark silhouette of the equestrian monument cutting into the night sky.
It's incredibly hard. Human beings are... But we are in control, and it's worth it. The organization works. Our systems work. If they didn't, the city would disintegrate.
I hope an investigation will help improve the situation here. At least do some good.
Me too. But I wouldn't count on any drastic changes in our lifetimes.
Thanks for this.
Yeah, it's getting very cold now. Let's go.
He puts out the stub of a cigarette and looks to the door. All right. Roundabouts are great. My friend somehow managed to drive straight through one when he was doing his test against his driver's license due to nervousness. Oh no! All right, let's go here. See you in the morning. Hi. Hi. I guess I should sleep on my shitty bed.
The bed is cold and not particularly inviting, but it's yours. The sheets look awful.
The option to go to sleep becomes available every night after 9 p.m.
Yeah, we're gonna crawl in. It's time.
The sheets feel at once coarse and clammy against your skin. The bed sags beneath your weight as you stretch out and finally close your eyes. And then sleep doesn't come.
No! But I want to sleep.
Obviously, you're in bed with your eyes closed, but it's not happening.
Why?
Maybe it's the bed's fault.
Hold on, I gotta delay some ads. Check the pillow.
Its synthetic filling has separated into hard lumps. The pillowcase smells oddly.
Check the blanket.
It barely covers your toes, stretching over your soft belly. This is your body here, intimate and warm, breathing.
1 in 3 I do every night. I
Under
know.
your swelling eyelids, you see a dizzying array of colors. You won't get off this carousel quite so easily.
Yeah, Tevra, I know. Every night I'm like, why is this pillow like this? You're the worst pillow. And then I fight with it forever. Roll over to the other side.
It's a little better. Colors, scenes, and half-formed phrases still litter your mind. Part of you is still trying to solve the case, isn't it?
Who killed him? Who?
Something to do with, what was it that the lieutenant said? Union? And it's gone again. Your thoughts lost between the slowing brain waves.
No more thoughts. Fall asleep now.
Your breathing steadies. A great silence washes over you until your eyelids twitch in your sleep and images start forming.
Damn it, am I gonna dream? Are you gonna write my dreams, game? That would be pretty fucking dope. Oh! I'm gonna dream! Oh shit. That's exactly not what anyone wants to see.
Do you remember the scent of your childhood?
I was born in a hospital where people usually go to die.
You're not kidding anyone, Harry. You don't remember shit. Tell me, do you remember your wife's hand on your face?
Oh, God. I left.
Oh no, Funky baby, you stayed. It was the rest of it that left. Or you just stood there, with one hand on the bottle and the other on your dick, watching it go. Tell me, where are your friends? Human beings have friends, Harry boy. Where the hell are yours?
I can get it all back.
No, it's gone. 3 times gone and never coming back. You failed. You failed me. You failed Elysium.
What is Elysium?
Everything. The Pale and the Isolas. On the surface. The outer magnetosphere. Burning, furious truth. 8,000 years of written history. You really dropped the ball, Harry. 4.6 billion people. And you failed every single one of them. You really fucked up.
I've talked to you before.
No, Harry. You were just talking to yourself. That's all you ever do. Even in your dreams. And the act is wearing thin. The spots of the disco ball fade around you. You'll be back in those cold snakeskins in no time. Sweating up the bed.
Stinky boy.
I can come back from this.
You're not coming back from shit. Thrashing around in that high conductivity state of yours. Bumping into things and acting like a clown. Who are you kidding?
I'm trying to solve this case.
You're trying to what? I can't hear you. This is just a word dream now. Jumbled up garbage. The pictures are gone. The bed rises to meet you. A thin, sleep-like state. More glass than velvet. Grinding in your head.
So something is wrong. Sleep shouldn't be this bad, this dry, this unnourishing. There's something wrong with your thoughts. Some kind of new type of hangover.
God, there's another type.
Oh yes, party boy, and it's worse than the one before. Just think of the shit you saw. Here it comes too. So soon already. A silent alarm goes off in your head like clockwork, barely let you sleep at all. Time to get those clothes on, Harry. Time to go to work in the shit factory.
Ugh. Ugh. That sucks.
Good going, buddy.
I just had the most beautiful dream. Uplifting. Rejuvenating.
Really? Because you feel even worse this morning than you did last night.
What the hell is going on with me?
You mean, why are you so tired? Too tired and down to even think? It is worrying, isn't it? You can't be a detective like this. Detectives need to be able to think.
Why is this happening?
It's just that your heart has finally pumped all the speed out of your system, Buster.
Damn it!
Time to get some more.
I knew it! I knew it! I knew it! The game kept suggesting that I was always high on fucking meth or something, so now I'm just fucking withdrawal!
Don't do that. Stay strong. The hangover will wear off. You don't need to keep doing this to yourself.
What is speed?
Speed is a potent central nervous system stimulant. It kept you propped up all day yesterday, despite your debilitating hangover. How else did you think you even got up from this floor? You got up from this floor because of a holy vow you made 16 years ago. With me. To wake up exactly 7:30 every morning until the day you die.
For real volition, I did that?
Don't be silly. There was no vow. You were high on speed. That was the only reason you got up. You can't detect without it. It's that simple.
So, Tev, in the States, speed specifically refers to methamphetamines. Which is, so dextroamphetamines and such. Any other amphetamine is like Ritalin or Vyvanse or something. But methamphetamine is the version that is definitely a drug. No, I can take this. I'm not going to go looking for speed.
Are you sure? Ready to live as this pathetic shell of yourself for days? Basically, a week. Let's be honest, 2 weeks. Maybe 3. You won't make it. Half the town will be dead by then. You will be fired.
That's a lie. I have Kim. With Kim, I can do anything. I can do this without the speed. Lieutenant Kitsuragi will save me. Half the town will be dead.
Suit yourself, slow, sad shell man. See how you do without your spark.
Slow, sad shell man. That's the name of my sex tape. Okay. We're gonna call it for today. And what is the name of that other streamer you're watching, Tev? We'll just raid them. There's never anybody for me to raid on Saturdays. Grubby? Yeah. What's their channel name? Oh, their channel name is Grubby. Oh, 4.8K. No, we're not gonna rate. We're not gonna rate someone that big. He seems very wholesome, but 4.8K. Oh my god, I'll be a drop in the bucket. Well, I guess that'll be a lot of people who will see me raid, though. So let's do that. Let's just do it. Fuck it. Be brave, Hildy. So when we get there, it will be a braid, B-R-A-I-D. I want to thank Tev and Megan and Neuro and Theo and Misroy and Vic and Zem, and we got followed a couple times. So, I try to keep follows anonymous. So thank you to whoever followed, and we do Disco Elysium every Saturday, starting at 10 a.m. my time. It's 1:30 now. Let us go. We are unable to raid Grubby at this time. I am too tiny. Let me try one more time. Yeah, okay. I'm too tiny. I am not allowed to raid Grubby. Okay. Let's go, let's see. Someone's playing the altars. And they're... okay. There's only 2 other people running disco right now. Okay. We'll rate stolen ID. He's doing the altars.
Now displaying a message for YouTube.
Like I said, when we get there, it'll be a braid. Thank you again. Have a wonderful day.